adjust your sets. This is the World Makers Consortium.
Every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern comes on.
Hey, what's going down tonight? So here we are, episode 28, Friday night. Christmas is just around the corner. So I'm going to bring out Famine Studios right away while he's adjusting his tie.
Adjusting my necktie. No, I'm adjusting this torture device that is this little clip that's supposed to be in a convenient spot to control the volume on your headset, but they put it, 3/4 of the length down the charge cable. So just over here hanging myself. That's all.
Yeah, I'm going to probably replace these 1990s Sony headphones over the holidays, I think.
I think they're sexy. I think it's a good look for you.
Oh, I've had these for ages, dude. I've used these as my recording headphones for centuries. They're all cracked and messed up. And then I dropped them tonight and they broke, and I had to super glue one of the ear things back on before the show. So
that's the ticket.
Yeah, everything has a time, man, and I think it's already passed. But so in the chat tonight we got Brian, Outer Multiverse. What's going on? Justin Moyer, of course, was the one who won the White Witch. I've seen some pics of that. It's gone to a good home. Twilight Tabletop, we got him here. Betteray Bob, saw him in Dom's chat last night too. Lord of Thane, what is going on, buddy? And I'm doing tomorrow night. I'm doing a stream with Lord of Thane, Pirates of the Galaxy, and hopefully Timbo Toys. And I think Outer Multiverse is showing up. But we're just gonna geek out over some Star Wars, do some reaction video stuff, and screw around. So Wasteman, I haven't seen him for a bit. Hey, what's going on, man? Hank the Immortal's in there. David Dunn, he is of course one of our Patreons, and Justin Moyer's here. We saw him. He's another Patreon. Lord of Thane is a Patreon. So yeah.
Well, thank you, folks. I had no idea that there were that many in the chat that turn out. I know some people like to subscribe and dip in here to there, but I didn't know you guys were all going to be turning out for the episode. So always appreciated.
No, yeah, we're making Famine all nervous now. It's his time to shine, and he's just oh shit, there's actually people watching tonight. This sucks.
Not even that. I lost 2 days this week, and I've got a fever, so I'm just kind of scatterbrained. So apologies. What's up, Mud?
Yeah. I promised Famine too. We try to keep the show to an hour, so we didn't keep him too late. But we appreciate him coming on in his ill state to entertain you folks, I guess. Mud Scuffer's here. All right.
Freaking scuffer of mud.
If I missed you the first time around, I'll catch you on the second time around when I do the shout outs in the comments. Winsilla, what's going on? You're awfully quiet, buddy.
What's up, man? Howdy. I'm ready. I'm ready to see Gimmick Starport. Let's go.
Christmas trees up? You got all your Christmas stuff out of the way, sort of?
Yeah. It's been a hectic day, so everybody, I'm sure.
It was dude, work went by so fast, but it felt like such a long day today. I was trying to button everything up before I go off for a few days. So it's just oh my God, it was just intense. And then we were short of cook at work this morning, so I had to cook breakfast this morning, over easy eggs and just easy shit. But nice. Crazy. I haven't cooked in a real kitchen for probably 15 years, man. It was just holy crap.
Did you have flashbacks to work in the old days, in the line cook having to yell at you?
Yeah, dude, it was numb. It's just flashbacks of romaine lettuce and onions flying about.
Every time, man, I turn on TV and I see shows like The Bear. Or I'm a big Anthony Bourdain fan, man. Rest in peace, chef. And watching No Reservations, where he did those couple episodes where he went back to work at Le Hal, which was the restaurant where he was the chef at large. Initially, I'm watching it and I'm like, man, I fucking miss those days because I did it for 10 years. And then I keep watching the episode and I watch the tickets come in and how busy it is. And I was like, wait a minute, I don't fucking miss those days. I miss the people. That's what it is. So
yeah, no shit. I was gonna kick out of those shows at Hell's Kitchen or something where he's just you fucking wanker and all this shit. It's dude, you would so get reported to labor board. You can't.
No, Not, well, maybe up north, man. Not here in the States. Every chef that I've worked with, man, even the nicest ones, even ones that I consider family, they will just fucking. They will say whatever needs to be said to motivate and get things done. And if that means calling you a stupid asshole for getting your stuff, kitchen staff are pirates. Yeah, absolutely. And they're like there were people that worked there that were actually pirates. Like if it wasn't nailed down, they'd try and walk out the door with it. And
Yeah,
mercenaries, they'd come in, work for 3 months at $25 an hour, cash under the table, and then just fucking bounce when August came, when it's the busiest part of the year, like the Wild West, man.
no shit. And then someone had a where the hell did that comment go?
I did prep at Bob Evans. That's about it.
Oh, brother Bob Evans.
Then
Fun time.
Fire Red Foo, famine your hot glue and silicone mold trick worked great.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad
I did
somebody
watch
got
that
some
video.
trick.
Damn, that's some new tools to show off.
I did have some new tools to show off.
Right on, right on. So yeah, I guess we're right around the corner from Christmas time here. Is everybody ready? Like all set to go? I know I'm probably not as ready as but it is
No.
intense. Any things that you got on your wish list
Sneeze.
for Christmas time? You know you're getting?
Bless you.
I just asked for all Amazon gift cards so I could just like go to town and Boxing Day sales.
Yeah, dude.
I asked for nothing because I pretty much fulfill my needs throughout the year with enough shit. So
Well, it's kind of funny. It's like, yeah, as a toy collector, like it's pretty much Christmas every single week.
Yep.
yeah,
Like, you're always getting shit, man. It's like it's something coming or you're creating something. So it's like it's almost nice like at Christmas. That's when you ask for like glue and like socks and underwear and things that you don't buy all year round because you're buying toys.
yeah. I was like, I want. My mom was asking me, and I was like, I want insoles and some gold toes for work. The gold toe socks because I use those are like the best socks for me for working in. So they last long.
I thought that was something you made up, like gold toes, like you wanted like some fancy shoes or some shit. Like, give me them gold toe shoes.
No, they're just black with gold on the toe. I even wear them on my short socks. You can't really see the gold in them in this light though. But yeah, I even wear them on my because I usually wear when I'm not at work. I do the no show socks. Then when I'm at work, I do like calf socks.
Let me ask you. You're a pretty fashionable guy. You're young. You're my age. The fuck is the point of no-show socks? Who are we trying to fool? Honestly, what's the point of no-show socks? I don't get it.
Because I want to have socks on, but they're not as long, so they're nice. Because I have like when my socks are too high, it kind of hurts my shins because I have weak.
Dude,
shins.
you're rocking ankle socks.
No, the no show, they're below the ankle, man. Here,
What's
what are they like?
The ankle. Oh,
that's
here we
crazy.
go.
I've never seen such a thing.
I don't get it. Like they're very fashionable, but like I'm also seeing the same dudes that were rocking those last season and the no-show ankle socks. They're wearing knee-high soccer socks with sandals.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Or wearing knee-high socks to the gym in basketball sneakers. Like I don't get it. Like we went from trying to fool everybody, like I ain't wearing socks with my shoes, to I have all the sock all the way up to my thigh.
Those are cool too.
You don't do socks and sandals, man. That's that's just a rule.
I think that you can do socks and slides. I think that's okay. I mean
slides. What are you talking about? Like Crocs, those rubber shoes?
No,
like
slides.
Those
up north they don't have them because it's so cold.
Dude, what?
Probably.
We again are more north than red, so
dude, up here we have to have like ankles on our socks. Like it's just the way it is.
It's the Canadian law.
That's not a thing. That's not.
It keeps the polar bears from picking up your scent.
It's true.
I don't know. I always had no show. I don't know. It's just since I was in high school.
Again, who are you trying to fool?
I'm not sure what hooker socks are. Those are
That'd
really
be the thigh high, I think.
Yeah.
Well, those are alright on like chicks. That's fine.
Howdy. Yeah, no, on women, one of the sexiest things. It's sexier with the thigh highs on it than without the thigh highs. If there's nothing and there's thigh highs, sexier than it's just me. I'm just saying. Maybe some dudes too. I don't know. I haven't seen many dudes in just thigh high socks though. So fucking who knows?
Ryan, you're not supposed to admit that in public, dude.
You okay, buddy?
I guess we're all pretty open here at the consortium. We just talk about whatever. It doesn't matter.
There you
Doesn't
go.
matter.
Right up.
But I don't know if I did so much like I don't know if it's like a World Maker's wish list. It's kind of a shout out. These guys sell things. One of them was a guy Zillow wanted to talk about tonight. What's up, fam?
Who do I want to talk about?
One of the dogs just got sick. Give me one moment.
Oh, that's
Who,
not.
who was that? Who did I want to talk about?
Oh no, I'm just gonna get into these creator shout outs wish list things right now. So
Yeah.
here's my super high resolution image that I got off Instagram of
Oh,
insight.
insightful.
Yeah, man. This stuff was cool when I saw it. But he's got like this I think that's the one that you recommended to me before the show. Because yeah, like look at the freaking carts and stuff. Like the detail is just freaking crazy.
Insane.
I love that little. I don't know if that's a custom figure or what that is, but I love that like elf troll.
I think it's a Mythic Legion. I'm sure it's customized somehow. I'm not sure. I used to collect Mythic Legions, but I'm not sure like where they're at now with it because it's been years since I've collected. So,
Dude, Legions, that's such a that's such a risky game. It's so expensive, man. They're so nice though.
I mean, back in the day when they were coming out, like I think they're like 35 to 45 a piece, but now it's yeah. By the way, also does he makes props and accessories, but one of
Like
the
this one?
best, one of the yeah, but one of the best toy photographers too out there that I
Yeah,
like. It's more artsy than it is just toy shop of a bunch of people killing a bunch of people. You know what I mean? Like it's very like lit real well, and yeah, the boxes, man, the skull in a box.
yeah, and you got like some of those, didn't you? How many did you get off?
Yeah, I just got the two. Yeah, I got some oil on my fingernails. Sorry, guys. Trying to
Those
put
are
some oil and stuff. Yeah,
so
the ones.
they don't actually pop out, do they? Is one like
No,
supposed
you get one open, one closed. So
Oh, I gotcha. That's
yeah,
so
and
cool.
really, really good detail though.
Kind of a neat idea too for the world makers out there too, just because you can do something like easily. Those actually, that spring looks like it's the same spring that you get on your 3D printer for the extruder. I've got like so many of them.
Yeah. Poing.
Damage control, famine. You got her all under control there, buddy.
Yeah, it looks like he either licked so much hair off of himself or he was fucking chewing on something he shouldn't have, but he threw up like almost like a hairball. So I got to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, no doubt. No
He's out of
doubt.
control, that guy.
And then, so yeah, we just did our. You remember that we talked about, or you saw those, didn't you? Him and those boxes that Josh got.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah, and I
fucking
did
cool.
on my Wentzilla page, not Amrex spot, but on the Wentzilla page, I did like a reel, and I also did like 3 or 4 shots, maybe 2 that I posted, 3 that I posted. So yeah, did a few with my little mini Joker, my little mini Heath. So
Well, then, yeah, for anybody who's not aware, you should actually go back and check out Monday's show, which was Toy Squad, and we had Killer Kawaii on there. And she like did these like slime things. I don't know. I think I said it was like looked like some kind of Koopa Trooper or something all melted, or King Koopa with a crown like melted into a.
yeah,
I forget what
did
exactly.
did a
Yeah,
shot with that. Ooh.
Yeah, your shot that you did with the smoke and the just the dark lighting, it really made that thing seem very sinister versus now where it's like in the light and it's, neon green and cute pink and blue and is that an orange crown on there? And just when you took that shot, man, it was like 2 different moods of something that is that nice.
Yeah, and shout out to also I tagged or collaborated with Moon. I forgot the rest of his name, but Moon. Anyway, he's the one that like designed it, created it, and then it's Killer Kawaii's like spin on it. So if you guys want these, hit her up. You can like put them on the corner in your worlds. Like I had it like just chilling up here the other day, up by the TIE fighters and stuff. So you can do, you can put it pretty much anywhere where there's a corner.
Did you
So yeah,
see? Did you see Mudscuffer's comment? He's asking.
I can't read that.
It's Mudscuffer. He's asking, did you see my comment? Went Zilla.
I did not. 1 second.
I think he means
Do you see my comment?
I think he means his comment on that post that you were just talking about.
Oh, I'm not sure. Probably if I replied. I'm sorry. My fingers all over this camera. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Did I reply?
I don't know.
What'd you say? What'd you say? So I
Yeah,
know.
Yeah,
I'm curious now. I don't want to go look.
yeah. Now he's gonna tell you like what's going on.
Yeah. But yeah, so I did some shots of that. I also had some shots of it in AMRAC with Commander Zilla. So I haven't put those up yet, but I'm going to. And I feel bad that I forgot the guy's name. Dang it. But yeah, Moon. I tagged him, so check out his stuff. He said he's gonna be putting more out too. So and gonna be
Just,
working with Killer Kwai on some pieces in the future. It's gonna be fun.
Hey Josh, you know how
She's
you write down the number for the drawing every Monday?
yeah.
You should try that with the names of the people you're trying to remember.
Listen, man, when I went to go tag it, like I had to like go back and look because it's not someone who I see all the time, right? It's easy when it's us guys, but when it's someone, you know, it was different. So
I'm just saying, show notes. Prepare
I
yourself.
could leave the show and go look if it's that.
We are
but
we are professionals here.
oh, absolutely, like the highest caliber
well,
professional.
As I'm
next Friday though,
as
we're
I'm
gonna
over here
have on.
burping a sick dog.
We're gonna. This is gonna puke all over your shoulder. So,
If it happens, it happens, brother.
yeah. So next Friday though, Killer Kwai is gonna be on, I believe, with us. We're gonna do like a New Year's Eve show, sort of.
Yeah, like I think next week we're gonna do like a kind of like a holiday New Year's kind of build up. I don't know. We're gonna try something crazy. Maybe we're thinking about. I don't know. Should I tell them what we're doing? Does it make
Yeah.
a difference? So what I'm gonna try and do is post the link to the stream in the comments, and then I'm gonna have like anybody who wants to jump in and out. We're gonna be asking people what like maybe some of your collecting resolutions are for next year, what you're looking forward to, and what you want to accomplish, kind of thing. And then we'll kick you right out. Then we'll bring in the next guy. So we'll see if we
And
can
I
psych.
think I don't know all the details, but is Skelly and Deadman are they going to be on the show with us also?
I haven't directly asked them, but I'm sure Kawhi did. I'm like almost positive that she's been talking to them too. So
I talked to him on Wednesday on our show, which also we had a great guest, Iron Studio. That's not how you say it. Is it gridiron.props.com. But they were on, he was on, and he's also going to be coming on a show, I believe, Toy Squad show and possibly a WMC show because he does 118, 112 Joe stuff. Just crazy. Like he does the prints that like they made. So it's not like anyone else is doing those prints. They're just from them. They have a cool throne, like a gun throne, that I want to try to get and give away on here. So there's a
that's
couple of
cool.
things in the works. Timbo also. I just purchased some things from Timbo and that we're gonna be giving away on Toy Squad. So
Very nice. Very nice.
yeah.
So our next, leading to talking about 112 stuff, our next
No,
creator.
it's 118 also. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I'm talking about this guy.
Oh, okay.
Like these are like he takes like the regular. Obviously, he's taking the regular figures and like he just does them up, and it's like, good God, man! Like, oh, look at that! I love that saber tooth, man. That's the legend saber tooth that I want. That's fucking
Yeah.
awesome. That is so cool. Like everything he just does that in the Joe's especially. Like he's got the pilot for the Rattler there, and like that bat's killer. Oh my God!
I see Deathstroke, one of my favorite villains.
Yeah, and that Minotaur guy, I don't know what buck that is. If it's a Mythic Legion, it's got to be, right? I don't know who else makes
Looks
like
the armor, maybe. I don't know. I can't tell from. I
yeah,
can't see well.
they don't make 1/12 Warhammer figures, do they?
What? Yeah.
Like the medieval ones?
Oh
Like,
no.
no, they don't do. No.
I don't know
Yeah.
what you're saying right now. You said Warhammer Medieval.
Yeah, the medieval Warhammer. Warhammer is more than 40K, right?
Yeah, but I think maybe it could be a Witcher character.
Oh,
I don't know. You're probably right though. It's probably
probably Legions. And then I can't remember if we did this guy on the show before, but this guy is like the show will freaking come out, and like he's got like the figure like already made, Syndicate Custom Creations. Like, holy crap, dude! Like, look at this stuff, and he definitely sells his stuff. So if you go and like source him out on Instagram and stuff, you're like the stuff he's making. I mean, like the show will be out for like 3 minutes, and he's already got like the figures created and everything. Like,
That's awesome.
I cannot believe like the pace at which this guy works at.
That's
Must
awesome.
be like, and then I thought I'd tonight too. If you are looking for some merchandise to treat yourself over the holidays, we're gonna start with actually a I don't know what a buddy channel is that what you call it? So you can go pick up your Toy Domination merchandise if you go over to his Instagram. Go and pick up a T-shirt. I like the No Brainer one. I think that's the one I'm gonna order. And yeah, go check out his stuff. He's got merch for sale. You can check him out Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, you've got pretty much like almost every day covered. We're working on Tuesday and Wednesday right now, but you've got
We have
World
Tomb on Wednesday.
Oh, there you go. So we got I think pretty much almost every day except for Tuesday is covered then for
Famine.
World.
Well, first I like to watch Maz Toy Box at 6 p.m., which Insightful Imagery is on. He's one of the co-hosts. Then I like to treat myself to a little Famine Studios a little bit later in the night. So they actually run up to like one ends and then another, and then Famine starts. So
I thought Famine was doing Wednesday nights.
there's tons of docking on my YouTube. I mean, what? Silly.
A lot of shows on YouTube. But speaking of merchandise and T-shirts and all that wonderful stuff, you can actually head over Instagram. We have our first T-shirt with many more to come. But you can get T-shirts, stickers. Like I think they do coffee mugs or hoodies or baseball tees or whatever you want to do. You can go over. The link is in mine and Wentzilla's bio on Instagram. The link is also in the bio on my YouTube channel, so you can just go there, go to the links, go check it out. And for the next almost 2 days, you can get this shirt for $16 because there is a huge discount on it.
I think actually it might have ran out by now.
No, it's still got I think 1 day and 12 hours left. I think.
Oh, it said like 4 hours on mine. That's why
really?
when I posted, I was like, you only have like a few hours left. I don't know. I'm dumb though. So
as far as I know, it's like going on for another day or so. But whatever, that's not important. The important thing is,
just go now and buy now.
Yeah. And we also have a Patreon. You can go support us, so you can go check that out too. The links are on Instagram and YouTube. So party on. There's all sorts of ways, and we appreciate you supporting the channel. Like we're not like using it to go out like limos and party and stuff like that. We're just using it to support the channel. Oh shit. Is that what you guys are doing? Every Saturday I call these guys. They're like, "Oh yeah, we're busy," and I'm like, "We're both busy on Saturday night." Like
weird.
There it is. It just came out. So they're rocking like boats and hoes on Saturday nights with the money.
He's mean.
I wonder what Famine's saying.
I don't know. Should we just keep watching him and not tell him that we can't hear him? Oh, he wasn't even muted. Something's wrong.
Oh, he's gonna have to maybe escape and come back.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you. I can hear.
I can hear you. I can hear. I can hear. I can hear you. I can't hear Famine. I can see him putting up the deuces.
No, he'll run away.
Anywho, so we have the shirts up there. That's only one, the first, and whose idea was that?
That was
it Bjorn or
Bjorn had mentioned it in the comments, and I'm not sure if Famine had said something about it already, but yeah, Bjorn definitely mentioned it in the comments. So yeah, thanks Bjorn. I'm sure.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get a shirt for Bjorn. I have an extra. All right, I have another extra large coming. So if you wear an extra large, it's all yours. Just let me know.
Test.
I don't have it yet, but when it gets here.
All right.
Can we hear me?
We can hear Famine again. Woo.
Perfect. Yeah, I wanted to shout out Bjorn. which
Act
you guys
like
were just covering, that he spoke into the world what I was planning on doing when we came up with the WMC. I was like, oh, NWO, like instantly in my head I was like, oh, I'll have to sit down and draw that one day. And Bjorn mentioned in a thread like, oh, that'd be so cool as a World Makers consortium shirt as a NWO shirt. And I was like, well, shit. So when the opportunity came up this past week, I threw that together and put it out there for Rad. So thanks again, Bjorn. And like Josh said, we're gonna get you a shirt for giving us the kick-ass idea. And,
Well, and too, yeah, no, it was like when I saw the design, I was like, oh yeah, now that I visually see it, because I was like, someone says it, and you're like, yeah, okay, you're thinking the NWO thing, but I've like used the shit out of that since I got that image from you, and then I downloaded the short, like cut it up for the new intro that everybody saw tonight. So yeah,
why don't you play it again, man? Can you play it again?
yeah,
well,
I'll go ahead and send you a better clip of that beginning. That way you don't have to cut out the, tune in Fridays 8 to talk, and then the music cues up. We'll get you a clean cut, really good one.
all right. Do you want me to play it again, Zilla?
Yeah, play it again.
I think
right.
so, since I missed
All
it.
right. This is our super new intro, and Wentzilla turned me onto this program, so I'll probably change it every week because I like keep learning new shit about it. But here's the new intro, and if you stick around to the end, we have actually a new outro as well.
Do not attempt to adjust your set. This is the World Makers Consortium.
Every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern comes on.
There you go. Not bad, eh?
I
gotta
like
make-
it.
I get like the fancy exploding like Rad Toys Galaxy, so I've got to get your guys' image without the like words on it, so I can do like Wentzilla, Bam Studios. Bam, bam.
You can do whatever you want. You
It's
just put my
awesome.
name. You don't have to use my logo if you don't want to. It looks great, man. I like it.
I
I
thought you were
like
gonna,
those transitions and all those extras that you threw in there. It's very good.
Oh, and you got to have the
That
metal.
you like
Oh,
that nature area for the yeah.
Oh yeah,
I visit
yeah,
that.
the nature area. Yeah, what's better than the other ones? Like, there's like these weird ones.
It is.
It's like there's these like dudes standing there with like the tightest t-shirts available to man, with like the little like tiny glasses, like hipster dudes, and it's like, what the f- is that? And it's some kind of like morphing effect. I'm like, no, I'm not using it. But no, that's a killer program.
I run out of ideas sometimes with it too, and I have I got the premium one, so you think there'd be a lot more. The pro, so you think there'd be a lot more, but it's not that much more. There's like a couple more. So
I've only
but-
like actually encountered like two things where it's like, oh well, I just can't use this one thing, so I'll just use this other thing that's just like it. That's free. So
yeah, the free mode is perfect. I just use it because I was getting tired of because I do like a reel. I try to do a reel a lot. So yeah. Anywho,
well, there's Wasteman there. He's never been more aroused. Thanks a lot, Brian. Yeah, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Imagine if you're here watching us. I'm gonna guess you're a subscriber, but tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your grandma. Maybe your grandma wants to watch us swear every Friday night.
they tune in to see Josh's beefy arms and say, "Oh goodness, he's so strong. I bet he could lift a gallon of milk without help."
And he's got a beard. I bet he cuts trees down for a living.
Like a fucking lumberjack off.
hey, that was very nice.
Oh my god. Oh, and before we get into any more stuff, I was going to ask you because it's for Christmas, what is your guys' favorite Christmas movie of all time? Like ultimate, like has the belt.
I'll go first.
All right.
It's a Wonderful Life. I absolutely love that movie as dated and, excuse me, as dated and as charming as it is. It's a great reminder that the world would be different without everybody, and also one little person can make an impact on so many lives, and also that your job will suck the life out of you, so don't work yourself to fucking death.
Oh,
Yeah, and in the comments too, put your favorite Christmas movie. Bjorn, what are you talking about? Is Lord of the Rings a Christmas movie?
I think we had this question about Harry Potter also between my fiance and I would say I don't know. Sure,
In order for it to be a Christmas movie, Christmas has to be central to the plot. Just because a movie takes place on Christmas
Christmas.
does not make it a Christmas movie.
So
Yeah,
also, I think someone said Nightmare Before Christmas. I would say that that's from like Halloween to Christmas. You know what I mean? Like it's a whole while.
Yeah.
I always saw that movie more as a Christmas movie though, for some reason. Like I just see
Because
it as, and it's like the old controversy with Die Hard. There's a few Christmas trees and some decorations, but I don't feel it's a Christmas movie. I really
but it is
It's
though,
a
because he's in Nakatomi Tower because of the Christmas party. So it's essential to the movie that it is Christmas, and that's why he's
yeah,
there.
I'll give it.
Christmas, he
I'll
wouldn't be
give
there.
you that one.
But
I feel like it's a stretch. I think it's a
But Lord of
Christmas
the
time
Rings
movie.
Lord of the Rings isn't a Christmas movie because they're not like, oh, we got to put up and we're stuck here. They left on Christmas just because they happened to leave on Christmas. They didn't, coincide with Lord of the Rings, Jesus's birthday, and they were like, all right, follow the North Star, let's go.
Yeah, it's Jesus' birthday. Let's go stop this fucking Mordor guy. Let's do it.
I was gonna say Grinch, Jim Carrey. I could watch over and over and over, and
Home
also
Alone.
Elf. Yeah,
Home
well,
Alone, I could watch a million times.
Wenzel's gonna hate mine for sure.
I said Elf though. Elf also. Like I don't think anyone else could have played Grinch or Elf.
Grinch was
So
weird though, man. I was expecting like the story of the Grinch, and I didn't watch it till much later on. And then it's like this crazy, like it's got like a whole story to it, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, why doesn't he
oh, like
take the present?
Whoville?
That Grinch movie. I thought it was just
Yeah.
gonna. I thought it was gonna follow like the traditional story of the Grinch, like Full
Well,
Christmas.
they did. They just had to fill it. If you read that book, there's 18 pages with one sentence on each page. It's gonna be like a 14-minute Jim Carrey short if they don't have the songs in it. So they had to flesh it out.
Yeah, but
And
that's like
like
that's like those new Star Wars movies. They're like 10 pages, and they flesh them out into like 2 hours.
it's true.
That's why the writers went on
So
strike.
like, and sometimes it feels to me like when I hear the song, it sounds like the guy who's like the mayor of Whoville. You know, the one who like bullied him when he was a kid. It kind of sounds like him.
Oh
The
yeah,
person who sings the Grinch. So they did like I don't know if they did that intentionally to find a guy who sounds like him or I don't know, but it works really well when he's like, I want to touch you with a 39.5-inch pole or whatever that part.
oh yeah, okay.
Like that guy who sings
39.5
that version.
foot pole.
Whatever.
This actually, Lord of Thames answer really surprised me.
Yep, that's a Christmas movie.
I think a couple people have said Love Actually.
I agree with this one. I think Batman Returns totally because there's like enemies that are using like Christmas things as weapons and shit like that in the intro. You remember that?
again-
Christmas movie.
It is
I
though because it takes place at the holidays and everything that's a part of that movie, like Selena in the mall when she's using
This is
the whip to destroy
bullshit. This is all bullshit. I'm so no.
Where did you land on Harry Potter? Let's do this. Where'd you land on Harry Potter being a Christmas movie?
I would say no.
Right. Because the only thing that happens is they have Christmas dinner in the Great Hall. You know what else everybody calls a holiday classic, a Christmas classic?
What?
Wizard of Oz. Christmas
Really?
is
Really?
in that movie. It's played every year on Christmas because when CBS, I think it was, got the rights to broadcast the movie, it was a failure in theaters. It made no money. It was awful, but they got it for cheap to play on TV, so they hyped it up as like, oh, the great holiday classic. And now every year at Christmas time, it's played because it's a holiday classic. Everybody's like, oh, it's my favorite Christmas movie. There's nothing Christmas about it. Not once.
I cannot stand Charlie Brown. Also,
Oh.
like,
Oh, dude, I can't stand Charlie Brown either. Oh,
Ugh.
like with Snoopy, I'm like I don't know. That's not a good reference.
but
Oh man,
my all-time favorite movie is the original Rankin Bass Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That is my Christmas jam. I just love when they go line. It's like, no one wants a cowboy that rides an ostrich. Those fucking misfit toys. Nobody wants a train with square wheels.
Wanted to be a dentist.
Oh yeah. Oh fucking yeah, man. That just brings back so many memories, man. That's like the earliest like Christmas thing I
Oh,
can ever.
Gremlins.
Oh, Gremlins is a good one too. Yeah.
Angus just said how if it's funny or action, it doesn't count as Xmas movies. They have to be romantic.
Yeah, man. It was like Rudolph is like the original like stop motion sort of deal. Well, other than those like black and white dinosaur movies where they're all like "Rawr," and they eat the caveman and shit like that.
I like your point. I get it, but it's still not Christmas movie. I don't know. Who gives a shit, right? I like all those. I like all the movies. I like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
movies.
Oh, there's classics, man. It's like Lampoon.
Except for Charlie Brown. Fuck Charlie Brown. And
It's
Snoopy's
like-
ass.
Sir.
I like. I have no problem with Charlie Brown existing, but
What about the
clearly
song? It's so boring. It's so boring. Like, oh my gosh, no, I hate that. So boring. Well, I guess maybe it's because I hear Christmas music at work all part of the day. So when Charlie Brown comes on, I'm like Feliz Navidad. It's nice. He's like, Feliz Navidad. Like it gets a little energy. No, not a favorite song. You're
Yeah,
just disagreeing with me because I disagreed with you. That's
No.
what you're doing. No, that's what you're doing.
I don't like Last Christmas. Don't like that song. All I Want for Christmas is You, Feliz Navidad. Like those songs don't do it for me. You give me
Oh,
like
that-
a hippopotamus for Christmas, love it. That's a
And then
catchy ass song.
well, now
Alvin
what
and
was
the
it?
Chipmunks,
Oh, sorry.
catchy.
What was that one tune that hit number one after 50 years? That rocking around the Christmas
Oh
tree.
yeah, yeah.
You hear
She's
that?
87 or something.
Yep.
That's so
Yeah, man.
cool.
And what movie popularized that at Christmas time? John
Home
Landis.
Alone.
What? Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that. John Hughes
Oh.
Christmas movie. Yeah, Home
Home
Alone.
Alone. I'm surprised nobody said Home Alone in the comments, man.
Famine did.
I said it. Yeah, Home Alone and Home Alone 2. Although I do, I'm kind of spoiled by Home Alone 2 because I go to New York so often. It's like frustrating to know that this kid got lost. Like you just fucking follow the signs, but it's good
Oh,
stuff.
the little boy. That's a classic too, man. Holy crap. Little Peter goes to the moon? What the hell? Little Peter going to the moon. I'd never heard of that. I'm gonna have to check that out later on.
Yeah, Bjorn.
What? Would be
We're
ours?
staying together. He doesn't like Christmas songs either. No, I like some.
I like
Anything Josh Groban does, I'm a fan of.
I like metal versions of Christmas songs.
I like NSYNC's version of stuff.
Yeah.
What? NSYNC
Hey?
is a great CD. What's
Oh.
the one? It's like I don't know. Doesn't matter.
That hurt my soul. When you said that, my soul died a little
I
bit.
like NSYNC, but man, everybody's been making. Somebody pointed out the other day, like there's no real new Christmas songs, right?
Right, but they do have a song on there that's the biggest song on that CD that is a new song with that out. It's like not a remake, but they do have a lot of remakes on there. But the one song isn't a remake, is it? That big song?
Bro, you got to give me a name.
I don't know the name of it.
I was like, I caught the comment earlier, and I'm like, yeah, of course, this is like Adrian's favorite.
That movie was badass, dude. I fucking enjoyed that. From
I know it was a funny movie, man. It was it's not supposed to be funny,
Yep.
but it was hilarious.
I'll give Lord of Thane that one. Fairy Tale New York by the Pogues. Absolutely. Great Christmas song.
Okay.
Tank with Carol of the Bells. Yeah, that song is fucking great too.
Yeah, I didn't know. I listen to liquid metal all the time, and I had no idea that Motorhead did like 2 Christmas songs. I was like, what?
Lemmy, oh, of course, man. Fucking Lemmy's had such a great sense of humor and shit. Like that dude was the man.
Oh yeah, like Jack Daniels kept him alive for the last like 15 years of his life.
Pickled himself, brother.
Oh, dude, he totally did. And now that's like if you go to a bar, like a rock and roll bar, the Jack and Coke is actually called a Lemmy now.
That's awesome.
So-
That's a great way to memorize. I saw they made a stamp of him in the UK. I want to get one for my girlfriend. Nobody tell her. I don't think she's watching. But I want to get her a couple of stamps. of Lemmy because she's
Hey, secrets out.
she's not in the
Secret's out.
chat. I don't think.
We'll send it
I
to
also
her.
want to say,
Yeah.
speaking of drinks, I bought this because of you.
Whoa! Nice.
I
Toronto.
had all the options of all the teams, and they had this one.
That's Pirates of the Galaxy's favorite baseball team.
I know, but it's still Canadian, so I wanted to represent.
That's cool that
No,
you
that's
got
awesome.
Pirates. You got a cup thinking about Pirates. That's awesome.
No, I don't even know if that's Pirates'
So dumb.
favorite baseball team. I just made it up because he lives in Toronto. You want like the
Listen, they didn't have wherever the hell you're from. All right, they just had
I'll
that.
say it.
That was it.
The Maple Leafs suck. Anybody want to fight me in the chat? I'll do it. I'm in a mood. I got a fever. I don't know what's going on. I've had an energy drink.
I don't see you talking that way about the Red Wings, baby.
Detroit.
Right next door.
I was right.
I got to get out there for a hockey game.
There's an
It's
dude,
crazy.
I've never seen that. Is there actually a Cheech and Chong's Christmas? No, I'm not calling
Pirates'
you a liar,
favorite
man.
baseball team.
I just said that 2 seconds ago.
Oh, I know, but I thought you said I don't really know what his favorite baseball team is.
But like a couple seconds ago, I popped the comment up and said, "Oh yeah, I was right."
The Kings.
Get
out of here.
You got to watch on the replay.
No, I'm with you. I just don't remember that far back. That was like 2 minutes ago.
30 seconds ago.
Bjorn, I used to be a big fan of the Anaheim Ducks. Because
hell yeah.
Because they were so like sponsored corporate, they weren't hiring like real hockey coaches, so the team has been like diminished over the years. I wish they do. Well, that's the thing is they were like just throwing money at it. They weren't hiring real fucking people that hockey was their life. They were hiring people that they thought were going to make money for the franchise because it was a big name franchise.
Yeah, but they're never going to have as good a head coach as Emilio Estevez was. Like,
that's true.
That's fucking true.
That's the gospel truth right there. I'd fight with you on that hill. I would die with you on that hill.
They tried to get rid of him on the TV show as well. And did they stop filming that? I think they did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they did. That was 30 years ago.
No, they just
TV show.
You gotta check it out. Rad. They just did a TV show on Disney Plus.
I didn't watch that.
And it has Gilmore Girls. I forgot her name. Lauren. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
That has like the mom in it, and she's like one of the wittiest people ever. And to have her with him, it's really cool combo. And the kids are hilarious on it.
Hey, Deep Space, remember when this was our show and we were having a great time talking about stuff before you got all sad about it not being a toy show? I remember. It was just like 2 seconds ago.
It's true.
Yeah,
so.
But leading into that, how about Famine gets started on his little whirlwind tour?
I'm gonna bring you guys. I was gonna do some pictures. I have a slideshow put together of some older pictures. So let me give a little bit of before for those who don't regularly tune into my show or maybe have missed the episodes where I've talked about it. I used to have what I would call way before Gimmick was even a thing. I had a shelf, a 3 set of shelves that I hung in my room on my own, and they were populated with my toys. The bottom shelf, the biggest one, the deepest one was all my Star Wars stuff, and I had some like Greeblies glued to the wall. I had, the Death Star, the Death Star post, the weather vane that Luke's hanging from. Like I turned it back right side up and hung it on the wall, made a couple of doors out of cardboard and stuff, and just had like a street scene on it. So that was way before I was doing dioramas for, Jedi, back on Jedi Defender. I was building little dioramas, taking pictures of figures, but I didn't have a station or a starport or a planet or anything like that. Then I kind of stopped working on that when I was on MTV. They came in and they wanted to shoot against that wall where I was. And they're like, "Oh, you got all these wonderful toys. Let's rearrange some of them." And like, they just started fucking with my stuff. And it like really irritated me, but I let it happen because it was for TV. And just after that fact, I started moving things around. I was like, I'm just going to use this to display toys. I'm not going to mess with it. Fast forward to now 2 years and about a month ago, I got a bookshelf and I had seen Empire Toy Works, seen what he was doing with his world building. And I was like, well, shit, I remember when Chewy, this guy Justin Cook, now he goes by diorama fillers, I believe, on Instagram. I remember when he used to have like little play sets that he had made up and stuff, and I was like, well, I guess I could try and do that. So I started in the bookshelf immediately became frustrated. It was too small. It wasn't deep enough. Like it was, a regular bookshelf, so you could fit a book on it, and that was it. And then I got this crazy idea where I was like, well, damn, let me turn that closet, that deep closet. It's out of the way. I can world build in there. Let me mess with that. So did that. You guys have been following along. You've seen videos. You've seen production photos and all that stuff. I've done some stories and things, and as I've said before a few times, and it bears repeating, but like I started to notice that my stuff was looking like everybody else's stuff, and everybody else's stuff was starting to look like Empire Toy Works. I didn't want that. I love Empire Toy Works pictures. I love the way he's got things set up. It is inspirational, not taking anything away from Chris, but I wanted something that was more me and what I really liked. That would be more of the, I guess, the backwoods sci-fi, like Firefly, and when they were on Tatooine, and the episodes in The Mandalorian where it's like Wild West. And so I, in a weird decision-making move, pulled everything out of Gimmick that I could. Anything that wasn't like really fastened to the walls or fastened down, I was like, gone. And I started to rework things. So now I've got it to a place where I'd say it's about 30% done of what I'm reworking. Like I had said earlier in the show, I lost a couple of days this week. We had a family tragedy happen, so went ahead and dealt with that, which is fine. And that's something too I wanted to talk about, is like the lessons that you learn. Don't put too much on yourself. When I did my questions for the Q&A, which I've got, a quarter of it in the can, people are asking me, how do you deal with burnout? We're under no obligation for anything, right? If I'd have said to Rad, hey guys, Rad and Josh, like if I said, hey, I'm not going to be able to get this tonight, whatever, we'd pivot and move from it. But I wanted to show you guys what I got done. But also, like, I recognize that, we don't owe anybody. You don't owe anybody. I see people comment on my YouTube videos all the time. Man, I got to get doing this. I just never know where to start and blah, blah, blah. Just start and take your time with it. There's no rush. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. Not everybody's going to have a Rad Toys fucking mansion, 7-room, Wu-Tang 36 chambers set up that he's got, so just take your time with it, but get started and, do it at your own speed. Never feel obligated to keep up with somebody's video when you see them doing it and think to yourself like, man, I wish I could do it. Or you see Josh posting the AMRAC spot and you're like, holy shit, I'm never going to be able to catch up with you guys. It's not a race, right? They've been doing it for way longer. That's
Hey, fam,
it.
Well, you don't even have to have a world, because like a lot of my, like a thousand times, like we say, I take shots outside all the time, and those are still AMRAC spot. What is beyond what you see is up to our own imagination. There's more behind the wall that we see. You know what I mean? So
there's only one race, man, the human race.
Nerd.
Nope.
So we're gonna give Famine the full screen here.
Right. So, how's the lighting in here? Can you guys see that well?
pretty
I
good.
can see pretty good. Yeah, looks good.
All
to
right.
me.
All right. So, anybody that remembers, this was all black walls painted up to look like basically steel panels, and they weren't even steel. Like I put rivets in the corners because my thought was, oh, I'll just populate it with posters and advertisements and, try to make it look like Times Square, which again wasn't what I wanted. I do still have some advertisements over here, as you guys can see. I'll bring you a little bit closer. Bring you in. But we've got, Twi'lek, when this has batteries in it, because, these things eat up batteries. When this is lit up, it can be green or red or blue, but it's got a, a Twi'lek stripper, and it says something like, Space Girls. But I wanted this wall here to be more of a utility wall, right? So we'll do this. So we've got, utility equipment over here. I've got some panels that I had done. You guys saw this one, which was the Jason Jensen diorama accessories mashup. This was a part from a bat cave that I took apart, patched up some spots with EVA foam where the plastic broke. This one's another diorama accessories door, and I just built a frame for it. This one is I think another business card holder maybe, or a jewelry box with a door off of baby wipes, right? So
Oh shit! Yeah, okay.
just put a little handle on it and put some rivets, glued them on individually like an asshole, because I was like, oh, this will be real easy to do. Well, it took me quite a while to do. But like the sides, all the greeblies and stuff, trash, right? It's garbage. It's sprues from an old model kit. I ripped apart a USB thing that was broken just to get those little magnetos that were inside, and just a block from Jenga. On the top is a piece of card, the applesauce thing, a straw, and a bead, right? But you paint that up, you give it some steps, hang some wires, another accessory there, and you stick that against the wall. Looks like it belongs. It looks like it could be a doorway into something, just a place to go. That's all it needs to be. You don't have to build a house for every door. You don't have to build a play set for every door. You can leave some stuff to the imagination. And also
It gives
something that,
it looks. There's tons of depth with it too, man.
thank you. And then there's something else that I kind of remembered as I was watching. I watch a lot of terrain builders and diorama builders and miniature makers, and modular terrain kind of seems like we either make playset pieces or it's fixed. I made this with a juice lid and toy gun that I had found in my old box of Star Wars stuff that somebody told me it maybe came from a boat, a toy boat, but I
Yeah,
threw that
chat.
together and I can set that anywhere. I could set it up here and have it up high, you know? So I made something that's substantial that you can use, but also move around. You can put it in pictures, put it in the background. It pivots, it articulates. You could, have it out of the way over here. Like it's just something that they roll out, and it doesn't have to cost a fortune. The pieces of piping that I made, I relocated from another spot and just tacked them up there. They are those Connect pipes from Amazon. They run about $8 to $11 depending. The price honestly fluctuates. I'm not quite sure why. Let me see if I can get you guys a little better view there. There we go.
Oh yeah.
The neons, again, I got a 3-pack of those for like $20. They either run off USB or batteries. They're real easy to get good effect and mood lighting. Leaning a little bit away from the neon city life type thing for this level, but I did keep that there because number one, it's fastened there. It's kind of like become a thing where a lot of people see that and they're like, oh, that's really cool. So I kept it. Over in the corner, you can also see the brickwork that I did, and I'll have some more clear pictures of that. That is one giant sheet from the dollar store that I paid $1 for. They're $1.25 now, of the foam core board that has black paper on either side. Get the ones with the black paper. The black paper peels off so easy. If you get the ones with the white paper, you'll spend more time peeling the paper off than you will using it. Got a ruler, got a ball of tinfoil, got a pencil, and I just started carving out bricks. Followed the ruler, made my measurements of how I wanted them spaced, and then to texture it, I just crumpled up a big ball of aluminum foil and kept smashing away at it until it had a stony texture. Black base paint with some Mod Podge mixed in, and boom. Once that was done, black coat of paint, and then just dry brushed over it.
And
That's 3/4.
Lord of Thane loves a Grime City door. Which one is that?
That one right there, the blue door.
Oh, okay.
So we
That's
can
cool.
go over here to that. And again, that is a Grime City door. I got that from one of my pickups from him. Little payphone. That's actually a 1/12 scale payphone, but it does the effect of being able to see it like you know what it is. So I didn't sweat it too much. I put a little computer screen on it. I put a secondary camera next to it, a little bit of wire so it looks like maybe a vid phone. And because I'm building this version of Gimmick, as I've said a couple of times, this place was many things before it is the city that it is now. Before it was a place where people come to, hide out or travel or use it as a launching point for missions, it was a temple. Then it was a fortress. Now it's a city. So I did all this brickwork to show like, okay, this was a place of ancient temple. They've used the ruins to build on respectfully, and it's a place of reverence. So I've got statues that I bronzed up and tarnished that are sitting on shelves in different areas. And I've got a few of them that are going to go up that kind of tell Easter eggs and lore about the place. I figured I'd start hanging flags of factions that are here. Got the Browncoats flag over here as like a piece of propaganda. And again, these pipes, quick connect, they add so much. You could do that and make a door, hang a flap there, and just have a soft goods door for somebody to walk over there if I wanted to. There's so much you can do for so little cost. This over here, as we rotate, you guys can see this this little doorway here, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So this was a business card holder I got for a couple of bucks at Michael's. It was like $4.99, and I had one of those 50% off, regular priced coupons. I am a slut for savings. So I scooped it up, greebleed it out, and I was like, man, it needs some brickwork on it to help match. So I did individually hand laid. These are all individual little bricks down here. Hand laid them. I was like, that's still not what I want it to be. So I built a backdrop for it and put some girders on, hung some wires. I've got a socket there that a sign can plug into and hang. Little things like that, cheap and easy, can really expand your world building. Over here again, these are pipes from that Build-A-Set with a dowel. Just used a wooden dowel, piece of tape on the bottom so it fits snug, and then just painted it. Who knows what flows through there? Could be poop, could be water, could be chemicals, poison, air filtration. I don't know. Same with this stuff up here. Just hanging neat shit that I glued together to make it look like it belongs there. Rust on a drainage pipe, another drainage pipe over here, some type of computer. I've got wires hanging. And then I was like, all right, let's add a little diversity to this, right? Because Boba Fett is running this level of my station, my city, my, Gimmick Starport. I wanted to have it look like it's a little more rough and tumble, but still presentable. So I made sure to add like some colors that would make things pop out when I made this, drape for this doorway. I did a rolling steel.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Pam, sorry to interrupt there real quick, but Outer Multiverse wonders if we could just pan down just a scooch.
Sure. How's that?
There you go. Yeah.
So
We're in good seats now.
this is corrugated cardboard that you get for like packing material and stuff. That's all that is. It's not rolled metal. Just painted it. Same. This is, that foam again, the same one sheet. I layered it 3 layers deep. I hand laid the bricks over here. Some granny grating up there, wooden sticks, a bead. I think that's off of maybe an old paint bottle or something, and just built it up, painted it up, and then it's there. I was like, okay, we want to make this place look a little mean. We want to make it look like it's in this wild, wild western dusty planet world, or at least where this city is. So I was like, well, we have a lot of dinosaurs as beasts of burdens. What if somebody used that as like a door, a sign on their door, or had it as a trophy? So I had this skull for, I guess it's supposed to be like a Triceratops or a Styracosaurus. It's not really any fucking dinosaur, but we're in space, right? So I used a piece of plastic and made this door here, reattached some different pieces to it to make that big X, painted it all. There's some graffiti on it too, and painted up this white plastic dinosaur skull that I like hogged out all the empty spots that weren't actually empty to make it look more real, and painted it to look like a fossilized one, not necessarily a fresh skull hanging. Again, cheap stuff, just paying attention how to paint, and it's all layers. And that's the great thing about painting is if something changes, you don't like it, put more paint on it or take paint off. It's just paint. And then right over in here, this is where I started to essentially, my days started to catch up with me. And then we had the funeral to go on, but started building like secondary walkway levels. I do want to have different walkways and paths that are elevated, but I just broke something. But, I can set up a little shop under here, or it can still be at point of egress because there's all this space for figures. And also I can have them hanging out up here. I could have workers up here working on the pipes if I wanted to. Around the starport on this level, you'll see, can you guys see up here where I'm pointing?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You'll see there's plants inside of these things. My thought was like, okay, they grow these plants inside of these things in fresh air to help scrub the air. Same with this guy over here. Another, plant inside of a glass container, just growing fresh air to help out. And then if we move along a little bit, started populating this spot over here. We've got, this was today's edition, some more piping, Jason Jensen door over here, which you guys have seen, diorama accessories piece, various things that I printed out or stickers that I had. And again, carved bricks, laid them into places where I thought they would be strategic. Like, okay, if there was already a doorway here, they just reinforce the door, but they wouldn't mess too much with the existing structure if it's still good. So that's what I got.
Can you move in a little closer on that door?
Absolutely.
There we go. Fat Red Foo wants to see it. There we go.
And then
Those are great kits, man.
And then we've got all this space down there, plus more levels to do. And it's not a race. It's not a, I want to get this done. And I probably promised to over deliver. But again, I had some things come up this week that really cut into my time. But I had a great time doing it. And that's the thing is if you're not enjoying it, right, and you're just trying to keep up, it's not the reason to do it. Do it because you want to do it and enjoy it. And I had a hell of a time doing this. I'm still going to have a hell of a time, I hope. And I appreciate you guys letting me show off, the changes I've made so far. And I really look forward to when it's done, because are we ever really done, to show you guys some more and show you some of the changes. Because I'm sure I'll, maybe I want to paint this a different color, or maybe I want to add some lights over the doors. Things will change, and we'll be able to show that off and talk.
That Mando logo that you showed us that you had made, is that one of those flags in there? Or is that not yet?
It is a flag. It's the Mandalorian mythosaur, gold, on a cap with a draped thing hanging down. And I'll probably put some material on there. Is that what you're talking about?
I think so. It's the new logo that you had made this week, or
Your Mandalorian.
Oh, my logo? No. That hasn't.
It's not up yet.
I haven't rolled that out. No.
Okay.
But
now, when you do roll that out, can other people use it in their worlds?
It's a possibility. I have
I just found it to be really awesome. So
yeah, I have. You like my Punisher shirt, by the way?
I like all your shirts. I like them better when they're not on. You know what I'm saying?
When they're half off. I will actually have a gimmick sign. That's going to be a sign that other people can put in their stations. That is gimmick. That's not Famine Studios. So it'll be specific for Gimmick Starport.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely made some changes. Like a couple of people mentioned, like, yeah, you're definitely,
couple.
Well, couple. Yeah, you definitely gutted the place anyway. But yeah, we look forward to when you get it populated and I didn't realize you had like that much space like down in the back there. You don't really have much there right now, but I didn't realize it actually went that deep. But yeah, there's a lot of depth to that setup too that you don't really notice until you like shove a camera right in there.
Yeah.
I can just keep going.
I think that the time that you're taking for all these smaller details, I think it's going to make the world of difference. It already does.
Thank you.
I like that you're kind of showcasing all those things on your YouTube while you're doing it. It's almost like cataloging the rebuild. You know what I mean? So I think it makes a big difference, man. It stands out. Thank you.
Yeah, you come across somebody like Empire or Josh or any of the like even Fatback, now that he's redoing his. If you came across their old stuff, you'd see that and you'd just be like, damn, that's so much, right?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't, you might necessarily not want to do it. So
well, there's so much stuff too that I have in bins that I want to repopulate. I want to bring them back because I moved a huge section out to just change up the feel, and I think it was for the better. I just really want to get these figures back. I feel like they're not at home, man, even though they're in a bin right next to it, but still, it feels like they need to be in their spots.
Yeah, and that's it too. It's creating a place to show your art off. Like you don't. I don't. When you have your figures in place and stuff, you're always like, oh, this is my version of this. This is my version of this. It's never just like, oh, here's Cara Dune or here's, fucking so-and-so. Like you always put your spin on it. And that's something that I've tried to do. Like I've emulated the stuff that you made with the soft goods and things like that. It's very inspiring, but I want to customize every figure that's in here.
I don't remember why you say that it's me. I don't know what
because nobody else was doing soft goods on 118.
I mean,
I'm sure maybe there was.
I'm
sure there was one. Yeah, no. Like a cloak is one thing, but you were like doing scarves and fucking shirts, like you were gluing the fabric and making like no one else was doing that. And so when I was like, well, I'm totally gonna rip this dude off. I gave you credit right away. In the first video that I did it, I was like, oh, I gave it the Wenzilla flavor with the.
I think I remember you reaching out and being like, hey man, check this out, and I was like, oh, that's really good. Like it was way better than what I was doing, but.
And
I'll grab the guy. I think. I did like a whole crew, but speaking of motherfucking yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, it was this guy, right?
Yeah, Bruce Willis.
Which the soft goods I used were way too big for my Bad Batch Bruce Willis. So look how much hair is sticking to it and dust. But yeah, that was my Bruce Willis bad
I
batch, and he has this.
got crack eyes though. Like, what's up with his eyes? They look red.
Oh, I added some paint to make him look like more acid rainy / Amrakish. Make him look more realistic, man.
Yeah, you gave him a wash, so he's got bags under his eyes.
I gave him a beard too. Here's this cool helmet. It was like that red. Dang it! Don't focus on my face.
There you go.
But yeah, it's a pretty fun little helmet for Bruce.
Nice.
Bruce. But yeah, I did soft goods, did the straps and all of that jazz.
Yeah.
I don't know how the helmet goes.
And
Sorry,
it was
Rad.
for me, it was a case of like just doing, trying to emulate that and make some soft good pieces for the guy that I was working on. And just from there, I was like, yeah, no, I'm going to customize every figure that goes through here. Even my troopers, like my troops, you guys have seen, they get weathered, they get painted, they get, extra shit added to them. Like it's never just off the shelf. Like if
There
I get a
you go.
figure in, I might put it on the shelf for some pictures, but once I'm done, man, I'm going to start. Look at that.
There
I'm going to
you
start,
go.
modifying it and makes, different pieces and stuff for it. And I'm going to give it a paint job and make sure that it looks like it's in this world, because this project started as a mental health thing for me. It still is, it's very much my outlet for my artistic creativity and just ways to, work through some stuff as I think, it's kind of like for me, some of it's mindless activity. Like when I'm weathering and stuff, it's just, I'm in a zone and I can just go and think of other things and not be overwhelmed. And, it's been really good, and I've had such a blast doing it, and I can't wait to continue to do more.
And there was have you guys heard of Urban Rev? Better A Bob's recommending him. He does 118th, 112 soft goods. I've never heard of that guy. I'll definitely go check him out.
Is that on Instagram?
Yeah, I bet you it is. Everyone's on Instagram, man. Even Justin Moyer just joined Instagram.
Yeah.
We're all on Instagram. But yeah, I don't know. Thanks for definitely a wicked setup that Fammon's got there. Like like I said, I want to see it when it gets all populated. The ships are in there, and the rest of it come together.
There's like 500 dinosaurs in the shelf above that, just so everyone knows.
Oh, dude, I imagine Famine has at least 6,000 dinosaurs strewn about his house.
Give or take 1,000.
Give or take 1,000. Yeah, I would imagine. But we promised, Famine will get you off to bed at a good time tonight. So
we'll get you off.
Josh is going to come. He's going to mouth me off and then come tuck me in.
Yeah, mouth you off. You'll have a nice sleep tonight.
I can't sleep unless you tuck me in.
But I guess we kind of ran on our Christmas holiday movie tangent for a little while.
Yeah.
It's the holiday season. It's fun.
It is.
Wait till next week when we talk about probably not toys. So
you might want to come out for that one. But
I think we might be going crazy long on that one. So who knows?
If us not talking about toys every damn week isn't for you, then you might want to just log in and let the stream play, but just don't listen.
There you go. Words.
What time's the show again? Plug that one more time for tomorrow.
Right. For tomorrow. So I've got a Star Wars Geek Out show coming out tomorrow night. It's 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We thought we'd take it easy on Lord of Thane. He doesn't have to stay up till 2 a.m., just midnight or whatever the hell time that is. And over here, I think it is about midnight. We
appreciate you being up anyway, though.
It's me, Pirates of the Galaxy, Timbo Toys, Outer Multiverse. We'll see who shows up tomorrow. So we're just gonna react to clips. I'm gonna have a few questions for everybody regarding Star Wars, of course. And it should be a good time. And then just a reminder too, you can go support us on our Patreon page. And hit up all the links. There's tons of links. Go buy a t-shirt, coffee mug, stickers, whatever else. I think you can even get a pair of underwear with the World Makers Consortium right across the front if you really want to.
Yep.
They do it all, man. They do it all over there.
Wentzilla already sent 2 of them to my house. I don't know. I think they were.
No, actually, I didn't know about the stickers and the hoodies. I just got all shirts, and then I was trying to do over $100 so I could get free shipping, and then it's like if you get less items, you can get it shipped cheaper, quicker. And it's like, damn it. So yeah, so I got a bunch of shirts, and then yeah, I wanted to get these stickers, but I didn't. The hoodies would have been cool, like a cutoff hoodie, like I usually wear, or anywho, that's
Yeah,
yeah, it's
they
there.
they sell, they sell those shirts like pre-made. They're called tank tops with the
Yeah,
sleeves
that's
already.
not the same, man. I don't buy tank tops. I make tank tops. So next Wednesday we're gonna be doing this. We're not gonna be doing a toy squad on Monday. That'll come back on the 8th with, I believe, Timbo Toys. He hearted my comment when I asked him if he's gonna be on, but that must mean he's gonna be there. Um, so it's gonna be the 8th. We're gonna have 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But next week, Wednesday on the Tomb, Skeleton's Tomb, we're having kind of the same thing where people can pop in the live and talk about what their favorite toy of the year was, stuff like that. You have a 5 minutes because Deadman keeps a timer with him, and then like we were talking about for the 29th, next Friday, for the World Makers Consortium, Killer Kawhi is going to be here, Deadman Skelly, and I don't know who us, and I don't know who else, but and then we're going to put the link, like Rad did tonight, in the comments, and you can pop on in and join us.
Exactly. Yeah,
Is
it was
that
kind of
everything? Whew.
ooh, yeah, we got everything. We promise we'll come up with a couple more shows, and then of course, when can we catch Famine? When are you going to be on next, my friend?
Tuesday, baby, Tuesday, and that's the day after Christmas. It'll be my first day back to work, so I will have plenty to complain about. No, hopefully I'll be feeling better. And this is just a quick cold. I don't know what it is, but it's kicking my ass. I got like I said, I got a fever 101.3, which was great. But I wanted to turn out for you guys because I've been hyping this up and I've been making a lot of changes. Wanted to show it off. Wanted to get you guys before the holidays because I know some of you guys are traveling. So if you're traveling, you're not going to be able to make the shows. We appreciate it having you here. Thank you for stopping in. Hit up the links. You spent all that money on your family for Christmas. Now you buy yourself a shirt, get yourself a shirt. We get a little bit of a kickback for it and you get something cool to wear and people will be like, yo, what's with that? And you can tell them that it's a fucking cool show that you watch and get them to tune in. So
There you go. That's cross promotion.
I mean, it's an alright show. It's alright.
it's a really, really all right show.
We're working on it.
It's a really good alright show.
It's a really good, all right, super okay show. But with that
Put
said,
that on a shirt.
yeah. With that said, Wenzel is going to take us out to our brand new outro. So stay tuned for the.
Oh, get your titties sucked.
Too sweet, me guys.